What's up guys, coming at you with another Assumptions video today. Part 2.
Part 2, Assumptions video. We did one of these videos about a week and a half ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And we had too many assumptions that we couldn't do them all because the video would have you'd probably still be watching it now. So we're just gonna get straight into it.
Look, we promised you a part 2, so this is part 2. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Kicking it off with.
So this is from Hannah, I'm not gonna mention the full name. Sarah had Esme because she didn't want Chris to leave her.
Oh my god, that's deep.
Pretty big.
That's really mean.
Only one answer needs that one. Okay.
No, that's actually not true.
Esme was planned, dude. Straight up.
Yeah, but she was. Me and Chris were together for like 2 years before we had a child together, so I definitely weren't worried about him leaving me. Right, Scarlett says Chris doesn't love Isabel. I love you, darling. Don't worry. Chris doesn't love Isabel as much as she is not his biological kid.
There is something I need to talk to you about. But Scarlett did it for me, so child I know in the world is done. You cool?
Yeah.
You cool? Alright man, cool. Nice one. Moving on. Moving on. That doesn't even deserve an answer, that's just ridiculous. So
Yeah.
let's move on.
Ingham Family for Life, the reason that Isabel goes to therapy is because of online hate. I'll let you answer.
No.
It's not.
No, it's not because of online hate, it's like personal reasons.
It is. It's not because of online hate. It's not because of anything at home or school or anything like that. It's something else that Isabel felt like, and we felt like Isabel would benefit from speaking to someone outside of us. Even though she was very open with us about it, very, very open, we felt like as her parents, it would be in Isabel's best interest to speak to someone not involved, basically, even though it's nothing to do with home life or us or anything like that, but it's definitely not to do with online hate. Polly Sarah, I assume that Chris is more strict than Sarah.
No. Mum is like, when Mum wants to be, she can be scary. No, I'm joking, not scary, but I don't even think you really are strict, to be honest.
No,
I
I'm
don't even say you are
I don't think strict is the right word for me and Sarah whatsoever. I think we're chill parents, but I think that I am more strict with the level I expect from people cleaning wise in the house, right?
Well, the only arguments you have with the girls is to do with the mess in their bedrooms or that they leave in the bathroom. The amount of times I hear, "There's hair in your sink, Isabel!"
Or your phone's confiscated because you didn't clean your bathroom. Again.
Yeah, the only time really Chris has a go at the girls or Chris and the girls get into arguments is generally to do with cleaning. And I don't think that we're very strict parents. We do have like expectations with things like manners and
Manners, definitely. Big
amount of times during the day they're allowed on electronics, although I do think that some days they're just like, do what you want, you know?
Like today.
Like today, yeah. Today's been one of those days where we've been like, you know what? We're not doing a daily vlog. We're just gonna have a day to do whatever we want. And to be fair, pretty much the whole of today, Esme and Isla have been on their phones, and Isabel's been.
But
in
they've
bed.
been
Not on
really...
their phones though, on Roadblocks. They've been playing this game, they play, you know,
Dad just
Adopt
said
Me.
roadblocks.
What is it?
Oh, I can't cope.
Roblox.
He's just said roadblocks.
It's not Roadblocks.
Did you think it was roadblocks?
Yeah.
We're moving on very quickly.
Yeah.
You don't let Isabel go out with her friends. P.S. I love you guys.
Oh, well, thank you for saying you love us. And to answer your assumption, that is not true. I'm a really like homey person. Is there a word for that? Like I'm
Yeah,
a really
you're a homie.
I'm just a homie. I just like wave. Not that I don't like going out with my friends. Occasionally I do go out with my friends, but I just prefer to be at home with my family. I don't know.
And I was like that when I was your age. Like
I was
lots of you were as well. Lots of my friends would be like, "Oh, we're going out." I honestly couldn't think of anything worse than just sitting around on the streets in the freezing cold. Obviously, sometimes I'd go like shopping with my friends, or I'd go to the cinema. That I was down with. But going out every night, which some of my friends used to do, just walking around streets and stuff, was just not for me. And that's the same with Isabel. Like she will often say, I'm having a sleepover with so-and-so and we're gonna go into Leeds doing a bit of shopping, and that's fine.
Or if it's like
she
the
goes and does
cinema or
that.
bowling, or like we're going out for dinner somewhere, like I love to do that, but I prefer to be with my family.
Yeah, she just likes to be
No.
Aww.
Thanks, babe. We're still cool to you, man. That's fine.
Kelly has said, sometimes you play to the haters' comments, which is so funny. There are some idiots. There are some idiot raccoons out there. Yeah, there are. And we're going to move on from that.
Moving on.
You want to homeschool the girls and travel, but you won't due to the hate.
What?
Hold up, man. I'm going to answer this one. Incorrect.
No hate can stop us from
What?
doing anything we want.
It's not for me. I like not so much so now, but in the past I have like put off holidays because we just got so much hate for doing it.
And that was the worst thing we could have done.
That was, and yeah, that's what I was leading to. But that was probably the worst thing that we could have done because did we get any thank yous for cancelling that holiday that year? No. Did anybody
Did it make us
appreciate
happy?
it?
No.
No. Did it make us happy? No. Did it make the people that were moaning about it happy? No. This just found
Add to the fact-
they just found something else to moan
Yeah,
about.
add to the fact that the people that moan about it are like 1% compared to the 99% that would have appreciated it, so
Yeah.
whatever.
But yeah, that is something that we've been thinking about a lot. We've had a big family discussion over this last week about future plans and things. What was that scary? About future plans and things, and there's some big decisions to be made.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Don't be banging the floor. Not just on homeschool, but other things as well. We'll speak to you guys about that maybe another day. Wee Claire says, Esme is a typical redhead, passionate, fiery, and sensitive. Hashtag Team Redhead. Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely
that's
fiery.
so true.
Is she sensitive? Is this
Yeah, she is sensitive.
Yeah, she's really sensitive. If she thinks anything's up, she's got to make it right.
Yes.
She can't
Oh,
go.
well, yeah,
she
yeah,
can't go, unless it's like
She's very fiery.
she's fiery. All right.
she's,
She's definitely like a typical redhead. She's awesome.
Hold on.
Ellie.
Why does,
Hold on a minute.
why does this come up so much though? I
Just
don't
hold
even
on, because
understand why.
I'll tell you why. Because there is some straight up idiots out there who
don't
make up
understand
rumors as if they are truth, which is basically all the BS that you read online about us. Sarah and Chris don't sleep in the same bed. That's all I'll say about that. Moving on.
Well, that's obvious. You sleep in the tent.
Yeah, sleep in
Whoa,
the
my
tent.
hat's
Or
dropped
the
when I read
caravan.
that.
Francis said, Isabella is not interested in going to university. That's Isabella's
I've
choice.
not even thought about that, really. I don't know. I don't really know.
Be Isabella's choice. She wants to go to university. Then.
It is 4 years away, but
It is.
I don't know yet. I don't
Is
know.
it as far as? Oh my.
No, it's when my heart dropped
That's
already.
well scary, man. Wait a minute, so I'm gonna have a kid in uni potentially before I'm even 40.
It's a bit rude.
That's terrifying. I'm gonna be a 30-year-old dad with a uni kid. What's that about?
B. Lewis has said, you don't drink alcohol. Sarah and Chris, obviously. I hope the girls don't.
I do every day.
Well, I know Isabel does.
No, I don't.
Isabel does. But me and Sarah refrain most of the time.
No, the truth is that
Isabel does.
you're so annoying.
What's the glass of wine we're dinner tonight?
She didn't.
Just starting rumours.
Get back. Stop being annoying. Right, so the truth is,
Sorry, go on.
nobody in this family are big drinkers. In fact, we probably went a couple of years without having any type of alcohol at all. Chris still hates alcohol. Like, if we're having like a really hot summer's day and we're having a barbecue, he'll probably have like a fruit cider.
I might have a fruit cider.
He might have like a fruit cider.
I might have a
something
Jack
like
Daniels
that.
and Coke at the most.
One.
But I hate the way it makes. I just hate
He
the way.
never gets drunk though, like 100% will not get drunk. I very, very, very rarely drink, but I probably drink more than you. That makes me sound like an alcoholic.
You will have a glass or three of wine sometimes, and that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will.
Yeah, whereas I'm the opposite. Like, Dad will have a drink just to have a drink type thing. I hate alcohol, I don't like the taste of it. So if I'm having a drink, it's because I want to get tipsy, basically. That's the truth. I don't drink just because I quite fancy to have a glass of wine. I have a drink because I want to feel tipsy. And that's mainly that's mainly at like Christmas time. But you know, since we've been in lockdown, I have had like a couple of fruit ciders, but they don't get us drunk. So, and speaking of Isabel, I've let Isabel have a glass of fruit cider as well.
I think everyone around like my age,
Told you.
like no. I feel like everyone around like my age and like this teenage age, like their parents always let them have like
Yeah.
a taste. of
Yeah,
alcohol.
it's not that we sit there going, Isabel, help yourself to the alcohol in the house. It's not like that at all. And I know that comment that I've just made is probably like, I can't believe they let their 14-and-a-half-year-old daughter drink. It's not that we let her drink, but we're just not massively strict. If Isabel's like, can I taste that? Yeah, taste it.
Yeah,
My
like,
parents,
no.
my parents were like that with me. In fact, my parents actually bought me and my friends, checked with their parents obviously, a bottle of, what was it? Is it that Lambrini or something? When I was about Isabel's age, maybe a bit older than Isabel, maybe like 15, 16. But I had to drink it in the house with them, and it was for a birthday. So
it's better to be open
my
about
parents
it
are quite
as well.
open with it, and I think that's why I'm not a massive drinker nowadays. But
And I wouldn't want.
this is going on way too
I
long.
wouldn't want Isabel to be like one of them kids
Feel
that
like she used
sneaks
to
off
sneak around
and gets
doing it,
drunk because
yeah.
she wants
Yeah.
to try it, but she wants to sneak up and do it because it's forbidden in the house or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that.
Yeah, so Isabel's had a taste of fruit cider before, and she's tasted wine at Christmas time. Not like a full glass, but like she's had some of mine. Anyway, Jada has said, you have made more than 5k for a brand deal.
Yep.
A single brand deal.
Yeah. When we've worked with brand deals in the past, you can work with brand deals who don't want to give you or can or aren't in a position to pay you any money. They just
Give you a product.
give you the product, and then you can meet
Or an
other
experience.
Yeah, or an
Or a
experience.
stay,
Yeah.
etc.
Or you can meet some other people and they'll give you the product and an experience and a stay plus a fee. The fee is not usually what does it with us. Like, it's not like, well, how much are you going to pay us? It's whether we like the product or not. So we've turned down brand deals where we've been offered 5k, for example, because I don't like the product or because I couldn't.
Oh, it's just not you, basically.
It's not
And
me.
you wanna be
Yeah, it's
funny,
not me.
but you
That's
don't
a
want to
good
be like,
one,
oh,
yeah.
look at this product when you don't
Yeah.
actually even
So
like
we've turned down brand deals, but then we've accepted brand deals where there's been no fee and it's just been free, just because we really love it. But we have done brand deals where we've been paid more than 5k. I guess that was the assumption. So.
Yeah, and honestly, you to be just straight up transparent about it all, like brand deals for a channel our size and reach and whatnot, and for channels bigger than ours, you know, they can charge anything from
we would. I mean, it's ridiculous.
anything from 5k up to 20k per post. You know you can I know in the past we've done brand deals for more than 10,000, more than 15,000, and it just depends what the brand is basically and what they're offering, sort of thing. So
and it depends on what you're expected to do for it as well. Sometimes when you do brand deals, they're like, you have total creativity and you do it how you feel's most
they'll just
best.
pay you a fee and you just crack on basically and do
And
it.
they're the ones that we tended to go for because I felt like them ones were more natural. And sometimes you get more money if you allow them to give you a script, and I hated that. I would never do that because it's not natural for us to
I remember
do
the
that.
first time we ever did a
Kellogg's?
Kellogg's brand deal back in the day.
I remember that.
And it was the one and only time we ever did a dedicated
first one
brand
we did,
post.
that's
Yeah,
why.
it was the one and only time we ever did a dedicated post. After then,
We loved the product. It's
can I
not-
speak, man? After then, we never did a dedicated brand post ever on our channel because we got so savaged for that. It was just an advert for Kellogg's and some sort of cereal or whatever, and we got pretty great fee for it, but we will never do it again because we just got savaged for it. So ever since then,
Yeah, but it's
we
not
always
just
did-
that. It
we-
was cringy. It was
It was
awful.
awful. Yeah, it was
It was
awful.
just-
It was the first time we'd ever done one. We were only small, but it was the first time, and it was compulsory that it had to be a dedicated video. And we were none the wiser, really. We were like, oh, okay, this is a great fee. What do we have to do? And we had lines to say and things, and we just
So
did
bad.
it. But it didn't feel natural to me, even though I liked the product.
Do you remember that one we did where we had to be romantic? We had to do a date, me and you, for Iceland. Oh, by the way, I'm not saying anything bad against Iceland. I loved every single time that we worked with Iceland back in the day. But that particular one was that was when we first started again, and I think that was a dedicated one too.
Do you know what, right? Let me just point out that it wasn't that we don't like Kellogg's or that we didn't like the product that we were promoting. And it's not that we don't like Iceland and that we didn't like the products for Iceland. that
Hell
we were
no, we
promoting.
love them, man.
We loved them, otherwise we wouldn't have accepted it. It was the fact that it was so new to us to promote something in the way that they wanted
Yeah,
us
we were
to promote.
babies. We didn't know what we were doing.
No,
So
it was new to us to promote something in the way that they wanted us to promote that specific item, and it didn't feel natural. And so we said after we did a couple of those, we can't do any more unless it feels natural and it's authentic and we use our own words. I don't care what the fee is, it has to be completely natural or we're not doing it
so we
anymore.
switched to
So we
integrated
switched to-
videos, which
Yeah.
is just like an ad within your normal daily video, which, to be fair, I think that off on another tangent right now, most brands need to cut on about the fact that like those is more effective, because when your audience comes back to your channel to see the video they expect to see, which is for us like a normal daily vlog, and they see an advert instead, people are like, they don't want to see that, they want to see your normal daily vlog. So when you do an advert inside your normal daily vlog, then it gets more views, it gets more reach, and then for the brand that's better. So more brands need to cut on to the fact that integrated videos are the way forward.
Isla's Button, you swear off camera. I'm really bad at saying the S word when I've dropped something.
Oh, like you burnt yourself on the oven.
I want to burn myself.
And then,
in
but
the
then you
oven.
turn around and go, sorry.
Yeah. So no, we don't walk around the house saying beep, bleep, blah, 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 bleep. We don't do that, but of course, I'm just a normal person. I've swore before, and I've swear the S word for himself.
Use don't deal with hate well.
I think we do.
I think y'all need to step into our shoes for a day and then tell us that we don't deal with hate well. Because the amount of crap that we get subject to daily. It's no wonder that we ain't all self in the ground.
I feel like that's an opinion. I don't feel like sometimes an assumption we can say yes, that's the true, or no, that's not true. I feel like you don't deal well with hate is an opinion, and I know a lot of people's opinions are different because
how we deal with hate though.
no, I feel like a lot of people's opinions on that will be different. I know that I receive a huge amount of support all the time about how well we deal with hate, because it's very, very rare that we'll go off on one. I sometimes go off on one on my Instagram, but surely I'm well within my right to do that every now and then.
That just comes back to that thing again, right? That people who make videos online, influencers, whatever you want to call us, we are not allowed to react to any hate. And if we get mad and angry about some idiots popping off and lying about us or chatting rubbish about us online, then
we've got to accept it.
That's us. We've got to accept it and not do anything about it. And if we do something about it, then that's us being aggressive and being inappropriate because we're on a platform or because we're family friendly or whatever it is.
We are just normal people at the same time. Like if a regular person just received loads of hate just for no reason and things that are untrue, you'd be really, really upset about it.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of questions actually. There's a lot of assumptions about hate. A lot of them. What we got, we chose not to answer all of them because it's pointless, but there is quite a lot, and I do feel like it's an opinion. Whether you believe we deal with hate well or you believe we don't deal with hate well, I believe that is an opinion. But I will say that if we answered back to all the hate comments that we got, that's all you guys would see because it's daily, and I feel like we do deal pretty well with what we get thrown at us.
The fact that we still crack on and do what we do for a job, we don't need to make YouTube videos for money anymore. We don't need to. So the fact that we do stick around and do this, despite the idiots that are about there, is a show of our character, I think, rather than anything else. So
yeah. Isabel is getting her period from you.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what?
What?
Okay.
You are planning a massive holiday after quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are.
Restrictions are apparently opening soon, so
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, this is a good one. Callum, you aren't a family. You are all friends and you rent out your house.
You caught us out, man. Oh my god.
Weird.
How did you figure it out? Please send me a DM and let me know.
That is just really...
Elizabeth, you actually fight a lot. I'd say we just fight exactly the same as any other family. We don't fight, but I mean argue and bicker just the same as anyone else because really that's just what we are. We're just a normal family. Chris regrets quitting his previous job.
There's two sides to this actually that I'll definitely answer. I don't regret leaving my job when we did because we needed to do so. We couldn't possibly have managed YouTube and my job full time, and I don't regret leaving my job. You know, I love what I do now, and I wouldn't change what's happened in life in general for the world, but I miss the people for sure. I miss the people that I used to work with. I miss the banter, you know, of working in the airport and all the rest of it. So yeah, nice one.
You aren't as much as a family unit according to the haters. Steph.
That's because
according to the haters, Chris sleeps in a shed.
Yes.
We don't know the shed.
This is one reason why you should never ever believe rubbish should read on it.
According to the haters, Isabel's adopted.
There's your answer.
Yeah. Lily, Jace isn't your kid. You stole him.
Call the phones.
Where?
The phone out. We need to go.
I don't know where you get these assumptions. Like, what gives you the indication?
I'm pretty sure that we actually vlogged the birth of Jace, and there might have been a few blurs on parts.
Yeah, but
of
the blurs.
body.
Yeah, but don't you get it though? The blurs is when we switched the baby in under the blur. There wasn't actually anything coming out.
I'm pretty sure you saw the birth of Jace. Don't say slipped.
Yeah, let's not use that word.
No.
You know, it was some clever trickery. Jace was never born.
No, that's the assumption.
No.
Is there again? sorry. Why do people think that?
Oh my God.
Right. Let me read some more. Let me find some more. You are mostly always happy and stress-free.
Stress-free, never.
No,
but yeah,
I wouldn't
mostly
say.
happy.
We're mostly happy. Yeah, we are mostly happy because we've got a lot to be happy for.
Yeah.
But I'd say that we have normal stresses like normal people. Isabel is allowed to swear. We've already spoke about swearing, but
Chris was banned from driving. Okay.
Banned from driving?
Somebody else sent me a message saying you were banned from driving.
What reason was I banned from driving?
I don't know.
And that happened without my knowledge?
Somebody said that the reason you don't drive anymore is because you were banned. It's hilarious.
Just because I hate driving.
Before I could drive, before I passed my driving test, which was about a year and a half ago, before I passed my driving test, I was so lazy and made Chris drive me everywhere. And then since I passed my driving test and I started driving, that must mean Chris has got banned.
Again,
You
it
know?
falls online. Don't believe what you read online, you know, because it's
Your
just
kids are spoiled.
it's rubbish.
Ella says, your kids are spoiled AF.
No.
Well, that's an opinion, mate, so
not.
whatever.
That is an opinion. Our children are very, very,
We're lucky.
very
We're
fortunate.
very-
Yeah, they're very, very, very fortunate. But I think spoiled comes from when children expect to receive things and are not grateful when they receive things. I think that's the definition of spoiled. Our children are not that. Like, that's not an opinion. They're not that. They don't expect things and they're not ungrateful for things that they receive. Like, you could give our children a new mobile phone and they'll be happy, or you can give them a new notebook and pen and they'll be happy.
Just in a world classic right now. I need to do this one as well. You ready, guys? Hold up. Nick. I'm not going to say your second name, mate. Chris is bald under his hat.
Oh, please don't take it off.
No, I'm not. Anywhere bald. I just like hats, man. That's all.
You guys don't work or have jobs. So I feel like this was something that came up a lot when we first started YouTube, and I feel like over the course of the last 4 years, it's become more known that it is a job when you do YouTube. But let me just specify, a job or going to work is going and doing something every day or a set amount of days and being paid for that in order to pay your bills. So every day we pick up the camera and we vlog our lives in order to upload them to YouTube and earn money from it so that we can pay our bills. So therefore, every day we work. And we don't get a day off either.
Apart from today.
Yeah, we've not vlogged
Not
today.
technically. We haven't vlogged today, but we're still working right now. But
Sarah doesn't like the Sarah Ingham Forever tattoo on Chris's arm.
Do you know what? I
don't-
still cannot believe you even did that.
I don't like any tattoos. I'm not a tattoo person. Lots of people, in fact, have asked, am I going to get a blue one of these? I've got 3 pink stars. Am I going to get a blue one for Jace? And no, I can't.
do you know
I
what?
want these
They
covering
never
up.
had that significance. There was just me and Sarah when we were just like.
We didn't have
drunk
friends.
in
Oh my
love
You know what?
when we first,
Because I
we
knew
first
that
got
you
together.
did that, but now that I look at that,
Yeah, it could be, yeah. But
No, it did. It kind of did. There was a time when we've said, oh my gosh, we'd love 3 girls, and then we said, you know, we've got 3 stars. How cool would it be if I've got 3 pink stars if we had 3 girls? And we got 3 girls. It was like, oh my gosh, it was meant to be. But we didn't get them because we had 3 girls, because we got these after me and Chris had been together for about a week, which was very silly. And it was definitely very silly for me because I don't like tattoos, and I
what else did you get on that same day?
oh yeah, and another tattoo on my back.
And what does it say?
Yeah, his name.
Oh,
but
yeah.
nobody, it's like really small. It's
not
on the
small.
bottom of my back.
no, it's not small.
Oh my gosh,
It goes
okay,
like
it's like
that.
that. No, it doesn't go that big. It's tiny. I've got like a little love heart and pattern. I'm gonna insert a picture. I'm gonna insert a picture here. I got the pattern when I was about 15, 16. My friend's dad did it. He was a tattooist. And then I got the name Chris put underneath the same day I got these, after we'd been together for no time at all. And do I regret doing it? Yes. Because I just don't like tattoos.
And because the
I don't
guy
know
was
why I
scary that did it as well. That's why I regret.
Was he?
Yeah, it was
I
really
don't remember
scary.
that.
I think it's why his place is shut down now.
How tall is Isabel? Too tall.
I'm too tall. I actually don't even know how actors.
I'd say you're about-
5. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'3" to 5'4", so
Right.
I'd say you're about 5'4" to 5'5". 5'4" to 5'5".
No, is he taller than
yeah.
me?
No, she's
I'm
taller than
nearly.
you.
I'd say I'm 5'5" to 5'6".
No, I'd say you're 5'4" to 5'5". You're not 5'6". You're not 3 inch taller than
Okay,
me.
yeah.
You find talking about puberties and periods really hard. No, we don't. We're very,
Maybe
very...
it's this last time as well.
Yeah, we did ask this last time, but I think it was a different type of question, but we don't at all. We're very, very open with everything about that. We've got 3 girls, and I feel like it's really important to be as open as we possibly can, because I don't want them feeling scared or like it's unnatural when it happens.
Sarah is pregnant.
I'm not. I'm not pregnant.
Why lying?
I've just come from a period, like yesterday. I'm definitely not lying. Chris smokes. I
Ew,
love
no.
you guys.
No, man. I've never, ever, never.
No,
Never.
nobody in our family smokes.
I hate smoking.
You were poor growing up. Yeah, I'd say that. I wouldn't say that my family were poor when we were growing up, but we definitely weren't rich either. We were, it's kind of hard. Like, I felt like growing up that we were very privileged. We got a holiday every year, but that wasn't through my parents, that was through my grandparents. So they'd take us abroad twice a year, me and my sister. Only ever me and my sister went. But they took us abroad twice a year, and we felt really, really, really lucky. They'd buy our clothes. But from my parents, we never had much money. It's only really now as an adult when I look back that I see that, but I didn't see that as a child, which I think says a lot actually. I think that's really, really good. Isabel has a boyfriend.
Really?
No, I don't.
Why are you lying?
I'm not lying, I don't.
There you go, Red. That's the telltale sign that she's telling a lie.
I do.
No, I don't think Isabel
I
does.
don't.
Esme would definitely have told me. No hate, but Isabel is like a sister to you and not a daughter.
So?
I don't get that.
So?
I don't get it though.
And that is it. We've come to the end of our assumptions video, and we will probably never do this again. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you did.
But what we will do is see you back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. for a normal daily vlog.
A daily vlog. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see you then. Good night.